Why do you suppose he struggles? Do you think he sees something in life worth clinging to? Or is he just afraid of what comes next? Frankly, he should rejoice at the opportunity to return from whence he came. After all, death and pre-life share startling similarities. The only real difference is semantics.
Having difficulty, are we? Perhaps I can be of some assistance? The only real question becomes, why I would want to go and do a thing like that? Still, wouldn't it be marvelous if there were no reason at all?
How long would you say we've kept? Or the better question, ask yourself why we still do this.
I could ask you.
The converse of any argument is hardly a justifiable means to do anything. Do you think he values his life as a monster is tearing away at his flesh, or when the fires blacken his bones?
I suppose you would have to ask him.
Pending he lives long enough to ask that You know, you remind me of a body of water, always moving, never really going anywhere. Not to undermine your valiant efforts, but simply put, with no particular destination in mind, can you really be sure you've made any progress at all? Sure, you will enter a room not unlike the last. You'll traverse a few deadly obstacles, put down a few monsters. But can you really claim to have accomplished anything? Can you even comprehend the futility of trying to do anything at all? When enough time is applied to any situation, all things become pointless. Remember that the next time you fight to exist. The question isn't if you will die here, it's when.
Say, that guy in the black coat is a real downer sometimes, isn't he? I mean, sure, existence may be pointless, but you don't see him take a nosedive into a bed of spikes, do you? Me, personally, I love it here. There's so many interesting things to see. Sure, you get cut open or shot at from time to time, but that's what lets you know you're still alive. And yeah, life is painful. Downright excruciating if you want to know the truth of it, but hey, I can't say I've ever been gushing blood and bored at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Did you get the buds?
I have them right here.
Well, go on then. Toss them in, why don't you? Or are you waiting on an engraved invitation? Huzzah! And with that, another generation is in the bag.
You know, this can't go on forever, don't you? What will you do when your own flowers begin to bud?
Well, that's what you're for, silly. I harvest your buds, you harvest mine, and the illusion of eternal life keeps on keeping on. It's a win-win.
Somehow, I doubt these humans would see it that way.
Hey, they do what they do because they were born to do it. You know that, and I know that.
If that's their place, then what does that make of us?
Open your eyes, pal. We keep them going. They return the favor.
It's hardly considered a favor when the aspect of choice is taken completely out of the picture.
I'll grant you, none of them chose to enter existence, but you cannot deny the option to end it is never too far away.
Still, I grow tired of this charade. What is to become of us if we were to simply deny our buds the sinister swirling of reincarnation?
I don't know. Eternal nothingness, I suppose? Oh, look! Here they come! Okay, let's get these hung up to dry, then once they mature, we'll dress them in uniform and set them loose in the complex.
And the cycle continues.
Yep, and then we'll get lunch. I'm thinking ham sandwiches. Does that sound okay to you?
Peachy.
Bit of a nasty surprise around the corner for him this time.
On that, we can finally agree. I'd hate to be you right now, mister.
But on the bright side, we get to harvest some more of those pretty little flowers once they start to bud off his corpse. I already got 2 full baskets off those other guys that went in there yesterday. Remember to collect his buds when they're ready.
Yes. We didn't want to let these go to waste simultaneously proving the point.
Oh yeah, your point. What was that all about again?
Nothing. I'll grab the shears and be ready when he finally drops.
Just remember not to rush him. The harder he struggles, the better the harvest. But I don't have to remind you about that, do I?
No, you certainly don't need to remind me of that. Maybe remind me why in the first place?
I suspect you know the answer to that too, by now.